when Chazal referred to dam, it meant the secretion. It could be. It's not very common. It's not an often thing to happen. And to say that Chazal maybe would have mentioned it, that has nothing to do with the dam. The dam is one chelik. The secretion that comes out is a totally clear liquid. It doesn't have a color. And to say that that's referred to as zidam chilazin, a little bit not so comfortable to say. The Gemara in Shabbos, the same Gemara that we were handling last time, the Gemara says, "Hatzad chilazin va'potzeiah ein chayav ala achas." If somebody traps a chilazin and he's potzeiah it, he's only chayav one, because Seder is a melacha deraisa, but for the potzeiah, you're not chayav a melacha on Shabbos. Rabbi Yehuda says you're also chayav for potzeiah. What is potzeiah? So it's before the Gemara here that potzeiah means that you open up the chilazin and you take out the blood, and that's called the melacha of potzeiah. And the Gemara says, the hershfeld Gemara, that potzeiah is the melacha of dosh. It's a tolda of dosh. Dosh is when you thresh. You have a grain with a husk on the outside, you have a grain in the inside, and you crack it so that they're separated from each other. Now, you didn't boil them yet, you weren't miraculous, you didn't actually separate them yet, but you crack them apart from each other, now they're separate. That's called the melacha of threshing, that's dosh. And as a told of that melacha, the Gemara says over here would be potzeiah. When you open up the chilazim, you take out the dam, you're extracting the dam from the chilazim. That would be a melacha of potzeiah, of dosh. The Chachamim argue on that, and they say that the melacha of dosh is only by gidulei karka, something that grows from the ground. But a chilazim is a fish; it doesn't grow from the ground, so there's no melacha of disha. Rabbi Yehuda argues and says no, even by not gidulei karka, there's a melacha of disha. Now, the Rambam Grada says even for being choyle, for milking a cow, the halacha is you'd be over for dosh because you're extracting the challah from the insides of the animal. The lashon of potzeiah, the supporters and the proponents of the Murex, they say that the lashon potzeiah you find in Chazal means to crack something or to crack or to crush something that's very hard. Like the Gemara says, kurnis, you take a hammer, lefatzeiah by egoizim, to crack open nuts. So you see that the lashon of potzeiah doesn't just mean to extract something, but it means to extract it from a hard outside, something hard outside, you crack it open. That's the lashon potzeiah. Kurnis lefatzeiah by egoizim, upatzu by mordechai, it says it cracked open a person's skull. It's something that's hard, and you crack it open. And so therefore, they say, if potzeiah, the Gemara says by chilazim, and potzeiah is something that's hard, that equals to a shell. And a shell equals chilazim. So in many words, the lashon of the Gemara potzeiah, it's clearly that the chilazim is a murex, because it has a shell on it. Now, the truth of the matter is that even a cuttlefish has an interior type of a hard type of a bony covering that covers that area where the dam of the chilazin of the cuttlefish would be, and that also would pass also the lashon of potzeiah, means doing something that's hard, cracking something open. But the truth of the matter is that it's not necessarily the whole definition of potzeiah means something hard is not necessarily right. First of all, doesn't necessarily have to mean something hard, as we'll see in a second. There's many Mekayros and many Chazals and other, and even Psukim, which are mevor that a potzeiah is even something which is on a softer surface. Second of all, we'll see Rashi himself over here clearly avoids this. And Rashi says over here, when it comes to potzeiah, Rashi says that you're doichekoi biyadai. You squeeze out the chilazim with your hand to get out the dam of the chilazim. And third of all, as we'll see, the way they used to process it for sure today, and pashtus in those days also the same way they used to crack it, the whole same area, is they bechlal didn't extract the dam from the chilazim when they were from the murex. When you deal with the dye of a murex, the way you take it out is you take out that gland and you just slice it off. And after you slice it off, you crush it, and there's a process on how to get all the dye out from it. So you're not even bechlal extracting so that there should bechlal be a malacha of disha altogether. Late now, Mr. Shem will continue tomorrow on this this malach.